I'm your mother, I'm your brother, I'm your sister, I'm your friend, I'm your father when you need one. I'll be here till the end. Hello, family, and welcome to the house at Vanderbilt, where you will sit back and don't spat, but have a meaningful conversation with all life forms. You can be black, brown, white, Protestant, Gentile, or Jew, righty, lefty, MAGA, BLM, Antifa, and gay too. Because all are welcome here in this house. So sit back and relax and get on in here and cop a squat because the conversation is about to start.
Mhm. All right. All right. All right. All right. We're going to get it a little early. Come in a little early. Let y'all kind of gather yourself. Come in accordingly. Came on a bit early. Let y'all kind of get into space. Yes. I hope you all had a wonderful Valentine's. I hope you all had a wonderful Valentine's. Yes. I hope love was in the air for many. And I hope peace and joy was in the air for a lot of others. Man. Well. It is Sunday. It is Sunday, the 15th of February. And when I tell you, I feel so damn good. Oh, I feel good. I had the opportunity of celebrating my 51st birthday this past week. And I must say, I came in to my birthday with no expectations, and got way more than I was expecting. From the numbers of calls and all of you all on social media who poured out your love and shared my day with me. And then a few gifts that I did receive. It was like, man, I wasn't expecting things, but God makes a way. And he truly does give you your true heart's desires. You know what I'm saying? We always think we want this and we want that. But then when you receive the things that you didn't know were coming and they hit you, it somehow makes you feel so good on the inside. So it feels good to be 51 years old. It feels good to have received so much love. And it feels good to know that my life has impacted others' lives. And just those things alone feel good. It's 2:59 now. We are just seconds away from getting started with today's family conversation around this here Sunday dinner table, y'all. Yes, sir. We got something to talk about today. Oh, we got something to talk about today. And we gonna talk. We gonna talk. And by all means, if you feel like it, share, comment, join in, do some conversation, y'all. Because this is an open forum. I will start bringing people on eventually. I will start inviting guests on. I just really wanted to get through these first 12 episodes. It's kind of introducing myself and getting more comfortable with the platform, getting myself more amped and ready to have those conversations. So we're getting there. But it's 3:00, y'all, and welcome to the house that Vanderbilt. They tried to block you again. I keep saying that. They on me. It's okay. They on me, but that's okay. I want them to be on me because if they're paying that much attention to me, then I must be doing something right. That's what my pastor always said. You got some haters out there, you must be doing something right. So, welcome to the house at Vanderbilt, everybody. I want you to, sit back, relax, The comment section is open. Please, by all means, let's not forget about my sponsors. I have Chuck's Candles. My baby boy is making some great scented candles, and he's sending them right out to you. You can find him at chuckscandles.com. And please mention the house at Vanderbilt and get your discount there. We've got Dubby Energy Drink. Dubby Energy Drink, it definitely keeps me on point and it keeps me sucking up the energy in the world. You know what I'm saying? So please, by all means, there's a code down there too for Dubby Energy Drink. Go ahead and check them out. And let us not forget, if you've got a restaurant, a bar, a full service, a walk-up, a nightclub, a juice bar, whatever you have, if you need some help getting back in the black out of the red, you might want to contact VVHJ Management and Consultant Agency, LLC. You can inbox me for more details on that, but I'm here to tell you, these folks have helped numerous restaurants. Cleveland, Ohio has a restaurant there called Silks that this company went in and actually started them up. You know what I'm saying? From beginning to present day, where they're still in the black, So by all means, do check them out. VVHJ Management and Consulting Agency, LLC. You can email them at vvhjmanagement@gmail.com. Listen. We've got a cool picture behind me on the WTF Are We Doing wall. And if you can tell me who that picture is and why they're up there, I will definitely send you $25 in your Cash App, all right? Because that's always something I'm doing every single week. As you can see, we've had many people on the WTF Are We Doing wall. I want her to be seen too. Miss Marjorie's up there and Jasmine Crockett is up there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we definitely there. There they go. They up there, see? They up there. So we definitely want to know that this wall is important to me. Why? Because WTF are we doing sometimes? What are we doing not supporting certain people? What are we doing supporting certain people? Those are questions that, always come in our minds, you know what I'm saying? And we need to throw that out there sometimes and really be honest about the situation. Why are you supporting this person? Why are you not supporting this person? Why are you aiming a gun to shoot this person down? And why are you not aiming a gun to shoot this person down? That's what this WTF are we doing wall is all about. It's not about taking down or propping up. It's really just about, hey, what the fuck are we doing? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So here is what the conversation is about today. Let us get in, and let us get into the nitty gritty. We are talking about corruption in our government. Now, I know we have been seeing a lot this week, y'all. If y'all ever pay attention to the Senate hearings and things like that, you've been seeing a lot for the last several weeks, since so many different people have walked into these hearings and had to sit in that hot seat and get these questions asked of them. But man, oh man, was this last week something for us all to just take a pause and chill out. Pay attention and notice something ain't right. Something ain't right. I'm here to tell you, something ain't right. All right, Auntie Kamala. Something ain't right. I'm here to tell you, something ain't right. So in this episode now, we talk about corruption in our government. I know what y'all expecting. Y'all expected me to go straight for the jugular and talk about Pam Bundy and all this other stuff and Epstein files and all that. But nah. Not going there. Not Bundy, baby. Not going there. I like to take things back and move forward. Y'all know how I play this game. I come with a little bit of history of my own past, and then I come face forward with what we got in front of us. So, since I was a young little black man, when I was young, I have always, and I mean when I say always, I have always looked at the government with the side eye. Literally. Because I know, just based off of the conversations that were had around our dinner tables. See, I wasn't one of those children who always was outside. I wasn't one of those kids who always needed to go out and play. I like to stay clean too much. So I didn't want to go outside and get dirty. I loved to be clean. That was one of the things that my mom and everybody, that boy take too many damn baths. I don't want to be dirty. I don't want to go outside. I want to be clean, period. So where you would normally find me at is generally where the adults were. I would always hang around the pinochle table, the card table, and sit there and read my books. I was a reader. I've always been a reader. I've always been that guy. So my parents and my aunties and uncles and them, they eventually just got used to it. And I had one special aunt who would protect me and always say, leave that boy alone. That was my auntie Yvonne, God rest her soul. She would always say, leave that boy alone. He ain't doing nothing about it. Leave him alone. He ain't doing nothing. He's just sitting there and reading his book. Little she know, I was doing something. I was being nosy as hell and paying attention to everything they said. And by paying attention to them, it always made me give our leaders, so to speak, the side eye. Because there was always a lack of support in our communities. That's what they would talk about at them tables. You know what I'm saying? How my aunt who worked in a hospital could see her co-workers getting assistance from the governor working right next to her. And then if she went through a hardship or if the paychecks didn't come out right and she wasn't getting enough hours at work, she couldn't get no assistance because she had a quote unquote government job. You see what I'm saying? That would give me the side eye look. And then let's not talk about the support they didn't give our people, period. The lack of education, the lack of scholarships to get better education. The government never intended for us to make it out of the place that they have always thought we should be at, which is at the bottom. So when I thought of government and when I thought of power, I thought shitty. I thought shady. I thought they don't like us. And then knowing and beginning to grow into the man that I became, oh hell, I knew then that they didn't like me. Quite frankly, they hated me. Because I was everything that represented not just something wrong, but something dangerous to them. So no, the government never liked me. So have I always thought the government was corrupt? Hell yeah, I have. I've always had that notion. I've always had that small little bit of me that said, the government ain't here to work for you. The government ain't here to take care of you. The government is not here to assist you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So when I look at things that's going on right now here in the present, I ask myself, how long? How long have they been doing this? And now that it's being done in all our faces, all out front now, they doing it in your face now. What's going to change? They doing this shit right in your face now. The corruption is loud. It's loud. I remember when, we used to think that they were doing the stock market the way they were doing and cheating and getting the information and then going and putting their money where it's going to pay them off, But now we know it's true. Thank you, Marjorie Taylor Greene, allegedly. But she did come into the house with $8 million, but she left the house $20 million strong. I mean, come on. She did do some stock exchanges real quick. Sold some, bought some real quick. Right after President, we're calling him Agent Orange. Right after Agent Orange came online and said, hey, you might want to do this. She did this, that, and the other prior to that conversation of out loudness, which she had a private conversation already, allegedly. But we did all that movement, moved all that money, and she walked out of Congress with $20 million plus when she walked in with 8. And let's not forget, she was only making, $275,000 a year? That don't equal $20 million over how many years was she there? 4, 6, whatever? That don't equal $20 million. So let's just be honest. They're doing it in our face right now. But I was reading, I'm an avid Bible reader. I'm an avid Bible reader because I know you missed the man with the dead hands. I just call him Agent Orange. It's just so easier and so simple, straight to the point. Agent Orange. That's exactly who he is. But the man with the dead hands, you got me saying that again. But anyway, I'm an avid Bible reader. And I read my Bible every single day. Every day I read a chapter. And I read this one verse and it hit me. It kind of made me think a little bit. You know, the weapons of warfare are not carnal, but they are mighty through God to the pulling down of our strongholds. Baby, when I am telling you people running around here screaming MAGA this and black MAGA that, you all need to come on and get on the side and try to fight this fight for us all, because I'm telling you, you fighting the wrong fight. You fighting the wrong fight. And it's so funny because right after I had read that passage, I was doing my research, trying to get ready for the show and everything, and I ended up running across this preacher. And not only did this preacher say that passage right then and there that I had just read like minutes before, this man said it, and I said, okay, I gotta stop. Now, mind you, this was a white preacher, and y'all probably think, oh, he black, he probably don't mess with the white preachers and all that, you know, this, that, and the other. I have no discrimination when it comes to God. If you serve me a word and make me feel something in my heart, I'm paying attention to you, because it means I need to pay attention to you. So, as I sat there and paid attention to this preacher who was sitting up there talking his talk and walking his walk after just repeating a passage that I read for, that stopped me for a second and made me go, wow, what is this about? The man said, might I say this? Let me say this. He worships Jesus Christ under the Pentecostal denomination. Let me say that, which, from my understanding, most Caucasian people who do worship Jesus Christ actually do worship him under the Pentecostal denomination. Now, I'm not saying all or nothing like that, but I know that a major majority of them do. So here's what the man pointed out. And when he pointed it out, now this actually made me pause. This made me go, dang, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. The man said, he simply said this, he said, everybody gets to come to Pentecost. Everybody gets to come to Pentecost. Again, everybody gets to come to Pentecost. He didn't say white folks get to come. He didn't say black folks get to come. He didn't say Mexicans get to come. He didn't say Italians get to come. He didn't say straight folks get to come. He didn't say gay folks get to come. The man said everybody gets to come to Pentecost. So, when in the hell did we all decide who could come to Pentecost? That made me truly think about the Baptists, the AMEs, the Kojics, the Jewish people, the Islamics, and every other religion under the sun of God. And I said, when did we as people start determining who was able to come before the Lord our Savior and ask for his forgiveness and assistance? When did we, as human beings on this earth, decide that we were the Almighty and we could determine who the hell gets to worship, who gets to ask for some assistance, who gets to get down on their knees and say, I'm sorry? When the hell did we get to that point? Well, we start running it like that. You can't get forgiveness. You can't get assistance. You can't get this. You can't get that because I said so. When the hell did that start happening? And it hit me. It hit me right then and there. That right there was truly the beginning of the corruption that this country and this world is facing right now today. That right there, that that one ideology that somehow we, our dumbasses on this earth, pretending like we almighty gods, knowing every damn thing other than the right thing, other than the fact that we should love our brothers, love our neighbor like we love our brother. Ain't that what the scriptures say? All you Bible thumping ass folks out there. That right there is the problem. That is the work. That's the biggest problem that we have. That's why we got so much corruption. We've taken on the thought that we have some type of power to determine who is righteous enough to work, to serve, or to worship. That's it. Money. At the end of the day, money. You hit that on the head, because I'm getting there. I'm getting right there. I'm getting right there. Because that's the truth, though. We done took on all this so-called power that we now possess. So now we can determine who can do what, and what God is right and what God is wrong, and who is this God and who is that God, and how you serve your God. It ain't the way I serve my God. So your God gets crossed out and my God leaves. Y'all sound like a bunch of damn fools. Because at the end of the day, there truly is only one God. Now, who you serve under that God is to be determined by him. If we right or if we wrong. So many of us serve Jesus. Then there are those that serve Buddha. Then the Islams that serve. Don't get me wrong. I can't think of it right now, but it'll come to me. But my point is that at the end of the day, there's a pharaoh or some type of entity that came from this one God that we're all trying to get to. And he ain't gave none of us no damn power to say that we are in control of anything, to tell who can serve or who can work or who can worship. And there is the lying of the problem and why we have so much corruption in this world right now, because we study allowing somebody that call themselves some head and to tell us that this entity is bad and that entity is good and this entity means you harm and that entity is here to save you, when they're misdirecting all of us. Why are they misdirecting us? So that they can keep doing what the hell they doing. At the end of the day, that's it. They're wanting to continue to do what they're doing, which is enrich themselves and make sure they have generational wealth, make sure that their friends have generational wealth, while you and I sit on the back burner and fight each other like dumbasses over something that we don't really truly understand. Because if you truly look at it and look at the setup, look at the setup. Immigrants are bad. Black folks are hyper and violent. White folks are too righteous and they have too much. Africans come from poor and dirty countries, and they don't bring nothing but poor and dirtiness to us. Listen to that shit. And you tell me that makes sense to you. You tell me that should be what we should be going forward with. You tell me that this is the teachings and the righteous way of living. We condemning books. We're doing all of that. Keep their history unknown. If they don't know it, they can't teach it. And if they can't teach it, it doesn't exist. Nobody, because you're right, nobody wants to do the work. And that's why my black ass sitting right here trying to. That's why my black ass sit here every single Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a whole 4 hours and run my mouth. Because guess what? The time has come. See, now we got a man who has taken on the persona of God himself. And you all that have empowered this madness, I'm here to tell you, you ought to let a rampant dog loose. That's all you done done. You let a rabies-filled rampant dog just loose on America and on this world. And it's going to take decades from us to recover from this. But there's the catch right there. There go the catch right there. It's not what you all think. This ain't the way. It's not what you think. What you think is that this man is setting up for you prejudice, wannabe righteous ass motherfuckers to come up and think y'all finna take over the fucking world. And I'm sorry to tell you, that good old phrase comes to my mind when I start thinking about this. The last shall be first, and the first shall be last. Let me say it again for you. The last shall be first, and the first shall be last. It's playing out right before your damn eyes. It's literally playing out right before your eyes. Are y'all not paying attention to it? I had a good friend, man, real good friend in Chicago, real cool, really good guy. And I'll never forget back in 2016 when we was first dealing with this Agent Orange ass motherfucker. And this man told me, he said, I hope he wins. He says, I'm going to vote for him. I said, you done lost your damn mind as a black man. He said, no, I know what I'm doing. I said, why would you say that? He says, because this man is going to rip the Band-Aid off. And he's going to show America exactly what America is, which is a country built on nothing but prejudice. And he said, once that Band-Aid is ripped off, we will finally have to face the bullshit that we put up on this planet. And once they have to face it, then and only then will we actually have to deal with it. And I'll be goddamn if it ain't playing out right before our eyes. And we can literally start with this man's cabinet. Let's just run his cabinet down. I've taken some notes. So I like to be kind of direct on this part here, because these are all of my notes, okay? So here we go. Let's start with the man's cabinet. And let's just see what we got. Let's just see. Because you said something earlier about money rules the world. Catch this part. His vice president is J.D. Vance. Now, J.D. Vance, prior to becoming vice president, was running for office back in Ohio years ago. And one of the things that J.D. Vance is known for saying is that Agent Orange was the worst thing that could have ever happened to this country. He's a racist. He's a bigot. He only thinks about himself. He's a crook. He's a crony. He said so many negative things. Bought and paid for. Bought and paid for. Now, everything he says, Agent Orange is just wonderful. Agent Orange's directions are just awesome. Agent Orange tells us exactly what to do, and we do it. Talk about a boot-licking, ass-kissing motherfucker. Bought and paid for. Anytime that you can change your whole theory on a person, anytime that you can change your entire mindset about someone, well, you know you was right. You know you was speaking truth to power. But all of a sudden, everything in you changes. Bought and paid for. His Secretary of State, Marco Rubio. Y'all remember him on the debate stage back in 2016, do you not? You remember him? Trump talked about him and his wife so bad, it was horrible. He talked about the Texas wife, too. You know what I'm saying? Whatever his name is, he's not a cabinet member, so we don't care about him. But we're talking about Marco. Talked about him so bad, it was a shame. But Marco wasn't there, just taking it lying down. He talked about Agent Orange, too. Said he was horrible. Said he was known for shiesty business tactics. Said the man never paid anybody he actually owed. Said he lived off his daddy's wealth. And if it wasn't for his daddy, he'd be a nobody. That's what he said. That's what he said. But now he's a Secretary of State. And oh my God, he can do no wrong. He can do no wrong. All he can do is tell the truth. Everything he says is better for the country. As your polling numbers go down, bought and paid for. Money damn sure does rule some things, doesn't it? And then let's talk about his Secretary of Treasury, Scott Bessent. Now, here's one person that I will actually give kudos to. Why will I give him kudos? Because Scott ain't changed. Scott remains the prejudiced lowlife he's always been. And under Agent Orange's rule, he's only getting to exasperate and push out this BS he's always thought. So he's only doing what he actually loves doing, which is lying to the American people. Pulling the wool over your eyes. Telling you that tariffs are not paid by you and me. That other countries are paying for tariffs. Well, we know that's a lie. This is his Secretary of Treasury. This is the man who should be telling us how our money's working better for us, but he's pushing out lies saying what this man is actually doing that's hurting us is supposed to be helping us. But that's Scott Bessett's way. That's what he does. He's always been that type of guy. He don't give a damn. None about you and me. No. He only cares about the 1%. Do know that. So whether you're black, white, brown, gay, straight, indifferent, don't make no damn difference. You getting the same damn story. And you being made an ass of every rep. You being made an ass of just like all of us. Don't care what color this skin of yours is. When I be made an ass of, you be made an ass of too. Do know that. So while Scott Bessent going around here spreading all them lies, using those talking points, talking about what tariffs ain't doing to us, I need y'all to go do your own damn homework and notice that it's hurting us like hell. All this money we supposed to be getting in on tariffs. What happened to the $2,000 check that everybody was supposed to get? Ain't nobody got nothing. Nothing. What happened to that check? Hell. What happened to the Trump check this time, y'all? You ain't getting no Trump check? Nah. You got one before that Nancy Pelosi made sure you got, but he signed his fucking name to it. Dummy. That's that shit I'm talking about. And then, hold on. We do have one colored. We do have one colored. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it was like when he was on the campaign trail and he said, "Where's my black? There's my black." You remember that? You remember that? The man said, "Where's my black? There's my black." Well, here's his black. His Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, Mr. Scott Turner, the fucking talking point king. This man could tell you how housing development could get better, worse, or indifferent. This man, not only could he tell you about it, I don't even think he gives a damn, to be frank. I think they give him a bunch of notes to study week in and week out and make sure that he knows exactly what to say and what to say. And when they send his ass out there, that's what he's supposed to say, and that's it. If that ain't no Uncle Tom ass nigga, I don't care who he is. But that one right there, Mr. Scott Turner, my bro, I would love to sit across the table from you. And I know you way more educated than me, bro, but I don't give a damn. Because I'll come straight at your ass one-on-one. And I guarantee you, I still win the fight in words with your goof ass. Because that motherfucker right there is a shame to the community. It's a shame. You know what I'm saying? Now you want to make it so that the people that's on Section 8 and all that other shit, they only get 2 years. 2 fucking years? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Sometimes when you lose a job, it takes 2 years for you to come back up. What we really doing around here? What we really doing around here? Y'all better wake up. But again. I gotta say this, a little insert for the 89 million of y'all that didn't take your ass out here and vote. This is what we got. This right here. This shit right here, this what we got. So let us not forget that we just can't Blame it on the folks who actually went out and voted for him. No, for the $89 million, set your asses down and sat on the couches and said, it is going to be what it's going to be because my vote don't count. Full of shit. This is what we got, and this is what we are. So do know you are part of the problem. All right? And hopefully, come 2026 midterm and 2028 presidential election, you will get your ass up, pay attention to what's going on in the world, and figure out how you're going to cast your ballot. Here's the point. If 89 million y'all would have got y'all ass up and went and voted for that man, I might be singing a different tune. I might have to look at this in a different aura, in a different manner. But the fact that you didn't let me know that I'm looking at this exactly the way I fucking needs to do. So midterms are coming up in November of this year. And I need for you all to understand you have a duty. You have a duty. And that duty is to get your sorry ass up off them couches. Make sure your voter's registration is in order. So come November the 4th, you are knocking on those goddamn tables and you are putting your vote in. Do please do that. Thank you very much. Now back to our regularly scheduled program. Where was I at? We just got to talking about who? Oh yeah, Scott Turner. Yeah, Scott Turner. So he's the head of HUD, which is a damn shame. He's just a talking head. Just a talking head. You could talk. Yeah, he's just a talking head. So here we go. Next, we have on the docket the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard. Now, the fact that intelligence and Gabbard are mentioned in the same sentence should be alarming enough. That should be alarming enough. Because if y'all don't remember Tulsi Gabbard, let me run a little history back for you. You know, she did run for presidency. That she did do. She's an ex-war hero. War hero. Okay. And she is as prejudiced as they come, allegedly. Fuck that. She prejudiced. And that's just my strong belief. This woman, she's just cowtailing to wherever money takes her. Let's just call it what it is. She used to be a Democrat. The Republicans paid her to come on their side. She went on their side. Then she ended up getting a job in the administration, and now she is the Director of National Intelligence, which ain't an intelligent bone in this motherfucking woman's body. And now she's running around here. She was just in Georgia stealing ballots under a misleading indictment or warrant, under a misleading warrant, to my understanding. But here she is when she shouldn't have even been here. That's the point that really kind of confuses me and other people that have a little bit of the brain. What the hell was she doing here anyway? She shouldn't even be nowhere near any of that. But she was here. And not only was she here, she was calling her phone, actually calling Agent Orange and telling him about what the outcome was. But she is supposed to be over national intelligence. And now, let's not forget, she's also the person who is now ramping back up that whole story about Russia. And now all of a sudden, I guess the Obamas were supposed to have been in some type of cahoot to make it seem like Agent Orange was actually working as a Russian operative. Sir, I don't think the Obamas had to do anything to make you look like he was working with them. Hell, you even said on the national stage, hey, Russia, if you're listening, go hack their emails. And they hacked their emails. They hacked their emails. They did exactly what you asked them to do. And we can go on with that. We can go on with that. You literally was the man who told the president over there, Zelensky, that unless he said something about Biden and said that he was going to run some type of investigation on Biden, you would not give him the support that he needed. You did that. Nobody else did that. You did that. Those are corrupt moves, sir. Those are moves that make you look corrupt, sir. So I'm sorry to tell you, no one needs to put any blame on you, sir. You put the blame on yourself, hence the title, Agent Orange. Because you act like a freaking double agent. You act like you working for them over there. Everybody, I got so many of my haters. Oh my God, Obama this, and he did this for the Muslims, and oh my God, he helped his cousin. I had one dude on here tell me Obama helped his Islamic cousin and all this. But y'all not even paying attention to this man actually getting a damn plane from Qatar. You're not paying attention to his son-in-law getting $2 billion in a company that he has no experience in whatsoever. This is not stories to y'all. None. You care nothing about that. But you care about the fact that Obama did this and Obama did that, but you want to make it like Agent Orange is doing nothing. But he's doing it in your face. But again, it's because you think, most of y'all MAGA this and MAGA that and black MAGAs, for some odd reason, y'all have this fierce belief. You have this strange emotional belief that everything he's doing is going to benefit you in the end. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, my dears, ain't none of this shit gonna benefit you. It'd be more likely to benefit me before it benefits you. Want me to tell you why? Let me help you out a little bit. I'm a black, educated, gay man who's raised his children and everybody's productive in the United States of America. I am more likely to receive something from these United States before your ass will. Because most of you all who run this whole MAGA shit, y'all are doing nothing. Sitting on your mama's farms and stuff like that, and your daddy's land, and shooting at raccoons, and hunting deer and all that, and eating off the land because you ain't getting enough money to come in the doors in order to take care of everybody. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did it. Because that's what you all think about us, isn't it? You all think we talk like, man, what's up with that bullshit over there, man? Don't be doing that over there, man. Man, don't be with that bullshit. We ain't with that over here, man. We take care of you like that there, man. Ain't that how y'all think we talk? Ain't that how you think that we communicate all the time? So why don't we just turn the tables and show you exactly how it feels? Because I'm sorry, sirs and ma'ams, we are all not uneducated. And the very few of us that you think are uneducated, I'm here to tell you, they're smarter than the average bear as well. They just choose not to show it all the time. But I'm here to tell you, with what you're putting on their plate these days and time, is starting to wake them up. See, there's one thing I love about a YN. And everybody knows what I mean when I say a YN. But there's one thing I love about a YN. They are not scared of nothing. And the one thing that they are going to do is they're going to fight. So all I'm telling y'all is, when you get ready, jump. Because see, us old ones, we small. We got pistols and guns and artillery just like you. But our young ones, they got more than you think. And they're just as ready. So don't ever count us out, baby. You better join the right team. And the right team is fighting this government that wants to end us all. They want to end us all. Let's talk about his Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, who came from a freaking weekend anchor on one of the, wait a minute, it's not even a news station according to the jury description of them when they were fighting that battle, which they ended up having to pay over $800 million out to. They are an entertainment network. So the 89 million of you all, well, 79 million of you all that actually did go vote for him. And then I think they said 80% of that number actually watched Fox News. It's entertainment, baby. It's not a news station. that's entertainment. They told you they damn self they entertainment. So they're factually entertainment, and you go and search out your facts for entertainment? Shit, you might as well just go watch the Beverly Hillbillies then and just say that that's all true and just take it from there. At least they do that. You know what? Sometimes we're wrong, Brandon. At least they do that. God damn. If you're gonna take your truth and your fact from entertainment, why not just go to real entertainment sources? Hell, these folks stood in the courtroom and told all y'all they were nothing but an entertainment channel. But you run there every day, day in, day out, and watch all these different Fox anchors and all this shit, talk all this BS, directed at one group of people. Have you never wondered why they never direct any of their conversations towards blacks, towards gays, towards Hispanics? Have you ever wondered that? Have you ever wondered why they only direct their conversations towards white, non-college graduates, majority? Have you ever wondered that? Because you're easily to manipulate. That's why. And I'm not saying that to try to hurt anybody. It's just facts. It's just facts. When someone can be easily manipulated, why not go after them? So you got Pete Hegseth over here running our freaking defense, man. This man has been caught several times already sending real sensitive information over lines that could be intercepted by our adversaries. And y'all don't think that's a problem. Y'all don't think that's a problem. Well, that's a problem for me. Because one time he's gonna send something and they're gonna get it before it gets to where it needs to go, and they're gonna bomb our dumb asses. And y'all gonna be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And us that are what you consider to be at the bottom gonna be like, we told your dumb ass so. We told you so. You didn't put this man who was incapable of being a fucking weekend anchor. He was a drunk. So his own colleagues said that. I'm only repeating what they said. They said the man had a drinking problem. You don't think just because he became the freaking Secretary of Defense, that he still doesn't have a drinking problem? You think because he stood in front of Congress and told them, oh, I don't drink while I'm doing my job, you think that's true? Come on, y'all. Wake up. Wake up. What we're facing here is real reality, man. And the fight that y'all keep fighting with is bullshit. This thing with the color line, y'all better wake the hell up. Because you're going to lose. You're going to lose. You're going to freaking lose. It's the truth. You got all these people that I just named that do not have the slightest ability to do the job. And it's only a couple of them that actually can do the job, but they're just doing it to the beat of the wrong drum. Marco Rubio, he can do the job. He's just doing it to the beat of the wrong drum. Bassett can do the job, but he's just a prejudiced fuck and just doing the beat to the wrong drum. That's it. At the end of the day. I'm not saying that everybody is incapable, but what I'm saying is that the corruption is out loud. And we're going to be the sufferers of it. We are going to be the sufferers of it. But I'm telling you, people that are running this thing with this whole prejudice inside in your head and thinking that that's going to get you one up, you're going to be at the bottom of this shit while I'm rising to the top. And I'm trying to grab your hand because I'm a man of God and I believe in what's right. I'm trying to grab your hand and say, grab my hand, bro. Come and go with me and let's fight this battle together so we both end up at the top. But your dumb ass looking at my skin tone and like, no, I can't grab your hand. No, I can't grab your hand. Which is fine with me. At the end of the day, it's kind of fine with me. Because guess what? I'm going to leave your ass where you lay. I'm going to leave you there. Oh, yeah. I'm going to leave your ass where you lay. Show me the light. I'm not going to come looking for you once I make it to the top. I'm not going to look back. There's no sense in looking back. Ask the fucking Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, with the new face, sleeping around with people that she shouldn't be sleeping around with, allegedly. Ask her if she's looking back and all those people who helped her get to where she is now and how she's treating them. Ask her. Ask her if she's looking back while she's around here. Let ICE run rampant all over Minneapolis and Chicago and California. And now they came to Atlanta and all this other shit. Ask them if she's looking back and caring about any of that in her past and any people that she may have left behind. Ask her if she give a damn. And I'm here to tell you, nope, she don't. Hell no, she don't. She don't give not one fuck. I'm here to tell you that. And why doesn't she give a fuck? Because she bought and paid for. All of these people that I just named, I just ran down Agent Orange's entire cabinet, except for one, which I'm getting to. But I just really want you to know, they're all brought and paid for. They're not here to serve the people that they're supposed to be serving, which is us, the United States of America citizens. They're not here serving us. They're serving Agent Orange's duties. They're going after the people that he's upset with. They're running people out of this country who have given to this country and who have been a benefit for this country. They're doing everything that they said they were going to do just entirely wrong. And it's not helping us, it is hurting us. So now we got to get to the star of this week's failing administration, the Attorney General, the ultimate, incomparable, flat-haired, baggy-eyed, ugly-faced, fucked-up nose, Pam Bundy. Let us all clap! Let us all clap! Let us all clap! Pam, my dear, if the truth bit you in your ass today, you would still scream and holler and say that it was a lie. I am sorry. I am sorry. Pam's behavior this past week in the Senate was not only deplorable, but it was proof that no matter how many times you all have said that black people are not smarter than you and that you've shown us all how dumb, and you, Pam, you have shown us just how fucking dumb you guys truly are. Pam, you made the best spectacle of yourself that ever could have been made. When I tell you, the best part of your whole Senate fucking hearing was when you said, and the dial is up 50. I was like, what the fuck does the dial have to do with the Epstein files? Please, somebody help me. Please, somebody help me. I mean, it confused the hell out of me. This woman is supposed to be the Attorney General. Now, their job is literally to protect the American people, pick up certain cases that have a large impact on the United States of America. The Epstein files actually have a large impact. That in those files, you're not just talking about pedophiles, even though that's what everybody wants you to think. But I'm here to tell y'all that the red herring in there is that Donald Trump is not a pedophile. Until you prove that to me, I'm not going to believe that one. I'll be the first to say that. But what I will tell you is that he had some type of real fucking hold on some secret stuff and was making a ton of money off some shit that should not have been made on. Now, was he soliciting girls to Epstein? Was he one of those guys who bought into these pageants to make sure that Epstein could just have a string? Did he buy into modeling agencies to make sure that Epstein could... I wonder. See, I would never say that the old man actually was having sex with them. I can't prove that. Don't want to say that. But I will throw it on the table that maybe he had some type of hand in making sure that the man had a lot going on. And then let's not forget, there's a whole lot of other things in those Epstein files that we have no idea about. The deals that's going on with Israel. The fact that one of the Israel high top people stayed in Epstein's New York home like every month or whatever it was for long periods of time. You know what I'm saying? The fact that a lot of the people over there in the other countries were dealing with Epstein and all of that is in those files as well. So while we study concentrating on pedophilia, I think you need to broaden your scope there a little bit And notice that this thing is way deeper than just some child sex shit. And this has to do with a whole lot more than what we think. So, Miss Pam Bundy, you made a total ass of yourself this week. And I was here for it, my sister. I was so here for it. I was here for it, and I enjoyed every freaking minute of it. You looked like a damn fool up there. And not only did I feel that way, it seems like MAGA felt that way too, because every single time I turn on one of my little YouTube stations to do a little homework about what MAGA's talking about, they're talking about how you made a total ass of yourself and how you look dumber than dumb. So, with that being said, I want to say, Pam, thank you. Thank you for one time showing them that Karens are the dumbest bitches on the planet. On that note, who's on the WTF are we doing wall? Cause you was real close. You said Kamala Harris and then you said Pam Bundy. But no, it's neither of the two. It's Diaper Dawn! We've got to have Diaper Dawn on the what WTF wall are we doing? Because guess what? What the fuck are we doing following this man? This man has now shown us that he is truly a freaking a raging racist. He has shown us that by putting a video up of former President Barack Obama and his wife portrayed as apes on the national internet to all 10 million of his followers and thinking that it was going to be okay and a joke, and then to pass it off like some staffer allegedly put it up there after man, this is bullshit. And then it was done in the middle of the night. We all know that Agent Orange sits up at 11, 12, 1 a.m. in the morning doing all these rampant, raising ass tweets all the time. So what makes us not think that it was him that put that video up? So, Diaper Dawn. Hey, buddy, the man who shits his pants in the middle of an Oval Office meeting. Hey, buddy, the man who farts in the middle of an international summit. Hey, buddy, the man who smells every now and then, and the people are talking about it. Germany, Switzerland, France, everybody's talking about the horrid smell that comes from your body every now and then. And you guys talked about Biden. He may have been loose in the brain, but the man wasn't shitty in his pants. On that note, y'all, I must say, man, it's been a wonderful week. I thank y'all so much. I really appreciate y'all. I'm looking at the numbers constantly grow. I had a video go to 40,000 freaking views this week. 40,000 views. Praise God. And I had another video, I think it hit 27,000 or something like that views. So the growth is happening. I'm loving this natural organic move that's being taken on here at the house at Vanderbilt. And I really, 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 really do appreciate you all. Now, next week, what are we going to talk about? Thank you, cousin. What are we going to talk about? You know what? I don't know what I'm going to talk about yet. I'm going to look for some inboxes. I always get these inboxes after the show because I noticed that a lot of y'all watch these things after I post them, which is great. So I'll get some information and I'll comb through some things. You know what? I am going to shout out some of my haters next week, though. I'm going to shout you out by name so we can make you famous, too. You know what I'm saying? You want to be famous, you know. I've been called a bunch of niggas and everything in my comments and in my inbox. So I want to shout some of y'all's names out and share with the world, you know, who you are and what you think about, you know, me. In the meantime, though, I want y'all to have a great week. I want y'all to be blessed. I want y'all to be prominent. And I want you to know this. We are all fighting the same battle. We all are fighting the same battle. And when we finally figure out that the government is out to fuck us all, and we fight together, we can control this government like it was meant to be controlled. Our vote, our voice makes the difference. Excuse me. But if we're all talking different languages, it ain't gonna get us nowhere. It ain't gonna get us nowhere. So yeah, cuz I am definitely gonna talk about all these people who come in my inbox who send me these horrible little sayings and stuff like that. And it's kind of funny to me. I haven't taken anything of it serious, but I do notice them, and trust you and believe me, it kind of keeps me inside. I don't venture out as much as I used to. I carry a gun everywhere I go now, even to the gym. I carry a gun everywhere I go. I don't give a damn where I'm at, because it's legal here in Atlanta. Just don't run up on me. You would be smart not to. But anyway, I thank y'all again. It has been a wonderful show. Fan base, I thank y'all. I'm going to start. Hey, guys, I am really thinking about transferring over to fan base, but Facebook, I want to say thank you. You guys did not stall my video this week. You guys kept me going. I really kind of appreciate that. So maybe we cool. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we cool. Maybe y'all understand that the move is moving and you see the 40,000 people starting to pay attention. So maybe y'all like, okay, wait a minute. We may not fuck with this dude. I won't, cuz I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna keep doing them both. But I'm definitely here on Facebook as long as Facebook doesn't continue to try to, manipulate my situation and make my channel, not as good as it could be. But again, thank you. I love you all. Have a great week. Be blessed, family. And remember, the house that vander-Built is for us all. Let us all grow together. Peace.